Hey guys, Brandy here. So today I had some leftover risotto from last night, and I thought, you know what, we're not going to throw it out, we're going to use it up. So I'm just going to throw it in my mixing bowl, and I probably have about 3 cups. That's how much leftover I had. And I've actually done this before with rice-a-roni that I've had left over, especially the kind that was, pretty mushy and just didn't work out. But anyway, arancini are fried rice balls. They're an Italian style food, and I love them. I'm not a big meat eater. As a matter of fact, I could probably do without it. I mean, I don't eat it a whole lot anyway, but I do like hearty food, and I like substantial food. And when I'm just eating salads or what have you, not that they can't be hearty, but I just don't get that really full feeling. So I find that this, and you can make it vegan if you choose. This one isn't. It is hearty, and it does make you feel like you're eating, something that is pretty substantial. So they have you can simplify it, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to do today. It might get way too simple, but we'll see. So anyway, you guys saw right here that I just threw the bowl's too tall, just threw my risotto in, and it is cold, and it's already seasoned, but I'm going to season it up with this Great Value Italian blend seasoning. It's probably got some basil, some oregano, maybe some thyme, some good stuff in there. So I'm just going to put probably about a teaspoon of that in there. Uh-oh, it's humid here. Everything is getting stuck. I went to make my coffee this morning, and my sugar was like not coming out. Anyway, so those are our Italian seasonings, and I was thinking that I was going to use the grated Parmesan here, or the shredded Parm, that's pre-shredded. But I think that the grated stuff in the can might actually work better here. So let me go grab that right quick. Because I think maybe the texture of it would just be better. And I just have my grocery store brand. This is Parmesan Romano cheese, and it's just grated. And I'm probably going to throw in about a tablespoon of that. This would be a recipe that would probably benefit from, if you wanted to, maybe diced ham, or I wouldn't even say diced, maybe ground, or, even some minced chicken or something like that, And I have my egg here. I'm going to go ahead and crack it in here whole because we're about to get in there with our hands. And as usual, you guys, make sure that you are starting with very clean hands. I do. I'm not big on mixing things with my hands. I have gloves here, which I tend to use a lot. I probably should, but I don't want to. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have to, but you could get in there and mix it with your hands. But this one's mixing up just fine. The egg acts as a binder. If you don't want to use your egg, because they are pretty expensive, you could probably put in a little bit of olive oil. You could use a couple of tablespoons of mayo. Even vegan mayo would work here. But I have some eggs that I actually need to use. So we are going to use it for this recipe. And if it turns out good, that's wonderful. But like I said, we might be oversimplifying it just a little too much. I don't know. We'll see how it works. All right. And now this one is mixed up. good enough for me. We're going to turn it this way. You can use Italian style breadcrumbs. They work well here. You could use panko breadcrumbs. They work well here. Like I said, this is a test. I'm just trying it out. I'm going to use my Louisiana, the glare, chicken fry. And it's basically just seasoned flour and, it's got a little bit of good stuff in there. But we're going to try it and we're going to see. I'm going to fry a couple of them and see how that works out. If it does not work out according to plan, then I will go back and we'll do the whole dredging process and everything. But yeah, I'm going to make me some rice balls. Come on, out of this. And we're going to try it and see. Now this to me is the best part. I don't know if you guys have realized, but I'm a big fan of anything cheesy. So I'm actually going to take a fork here and just kind of whisk that up a little bit. Like I said, get some of those lumps out. It's supposed to storm this afternoon, and I have to say I'm really not looking forward to that if it does. But all right, what we want to do here is you want to take a heaping, this is a tablespoon there, and roll it. It probably works better if your hands are damp. As a matter of fact, I know it works better if your hands are damp. So dampen your hands. You want to roll it out into a ball like this. I'd say a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And I'm making indentation. And I have some jack cheese here. You could use any cheese. Mozzarella. I've used the mozzarella pearls before, which I've only made it twice before. Once with the leftover regular grain rice, and then once with the really mushy, rice-a-roni. But, I like to kind of fry things. So, anyway, you take your arancini, and in this instance, we are just going to roll it around here in our chicken fry. Or your seasoned flour. Like I said, that's basically all it is. And we will make another one, and I'll show you one more time how that's done. And then I'll make a couple more, and we'll fry it and see what happens. All right. You have some in your hand, a big heaping tablespoon, your cheese. Fold it and seal it as well as you can. There we go. Just roll it up, compress it, roll it up, compress it. Roll it in your coating, whatever that may be, whether you choose to use your breadcrumbs or your seasoned flour. This is kind of how I make my boudin balls too. I've been wanting to do that recipe for you guys as well with the boudin balls. And I usually make my own, but like I said, everything is so expensive. So there we go. We have two made, and I will be right back. I'm going to make a couple of more, and then I'll take you over to the stove and I'll show you how we fry them up. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I've already put them in a pan of oil. This is just vegetable oil. We started them frying. Hopefully this will work out. This is a new tripod for me, so I'm hoping that it films alright. But I just have some kitchen towel over here on a plate to drain on. And I've had them in here probably for about, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe. So we'll kind of start to turn them. And they're already looking pretty good, I think, to me. You just kind of want them that golden brown color. As dark as you want them, really. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Oh, and I hope these are good. Like, I've got my fingers crossed I get a pretty good cheese pull. And like I said, you can use any cheese that you choose. I've used the mozzarella pearls before, and it was really good. And I think that's it. I think I've used the Jack and the mozzarella pearls, but you could use, you know, a cheddar, an aged cheddar, just, you know, you could use anything basically. I can already tell here on camera that it's looking darker in person than what it does on film. But yeah, you just kind of want to leave them a little bit. And then when they come out, I'm going to hit them with some Himalayan salt. Maybe some, I don't know, maybe some parsley, maybe some dried parsley. But, you know, you could do anything, really. So far, so good. We've used 1 egg. Generally, you use egg yolks whenever you're doing it from scratch, like with the regular long grain rice. You want to use, I think the recipe that I use called for 2 cups of regular rice, and I believe it was 2 egg yolks and a whole egg, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't do that this way. And then you want to go ahead and season your flour, and you'll use your egg, you know, and then your breadcrumbs, and you dredge it. You turn it into like a dredge mixture, where you do the flour, egg, breadcrumb, flour, egg, flour, breadcrumb. And I'm not a fan of the dredging process, so I thought that I would try to see if I could take a shortcut. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a horrible idea. But I like to experiment, because anything that makes anything easier is a win, in my opinion. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and fry these up. I'm going to stop talking because I'm sure you're tired of watching it fry in the pan. And when we come back, I'll show you what we get, and we'll see if our little experiment worked. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. All right, you guys. Don't hold this against me. We are cleaning house. That's what I've been doing so far. So I'm very surprised. These actually turned out really well. I'm going to grab a little knife from back here and just do the little YouTube thing that they normally do. So this is our finished product. Hear that? How they scrape it. You see that? Crispy. Alrighty. And I'd like to see if we got a cheese pull. We may not have, but let's check it out. They're so hot. I should probably wait, but if you wait, you're not going to get a cheese pull. So let's try and see. Let's see, you guys. Did we get it? Oh, they're hot. Oh, we did. Look at that. Tell me that does not look unbelievable. You guys see the inside? Oh my goodness. Alrighty. So, you know, this is about to go in my mouth. And what do we say? Pardon my chewing. I know there's a lot of people that aren't big on that. Oh my gosh, I have to. That is so good. Oh wow, that's like better than normal. I wonder if that's a chicken fry. Amazing. That's a 10. That is an absolute 10. Oh my God, that is like, that's going to be Super Bowl food. I'm making those for our Super Bowl party. That's great. So there you go. You guys saw how I did it. It was extremely easy. They're delicious. They freeze well. What you'll want to do is freeze them on a sheet pan like I'm going to individually. And then once they're frozen, you go ahead and throw them in a Ziploc, and they're easy to store that way in the fridge. So I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to finish making the rest of them. And I'm so happy that that worked out because, oh, excuse me. I'm so happy that worked out because, I mean, it was just easy. Absolutely easy. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you come back to see me, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, guys.